Get into winners or losers. We got one more big piece of news. The Brooklyn Nets are waiving Cam Thomas, allowing the scoring guard to enter free agency.
This was so shocking.
I actually didn't think this would happen.
NBA 2K type shit.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that it came to this point, just because this was a guy who went into free agency thinking he would get $30 million annually, and now he's in a situation where he got waived. He also was on a very short leash out there in Brooklyn because he didn't adjust to any of the things that was needed from him. So he kind of put himself in this situation, and I don't want to say I feel bad for him, but I do feel bad for him in a way.
Yeah, this was totally shocking to me. It was just so many conversations of what his summer could look like and what he was going to get paid and how what the role was just going to be like with the Nets. I couldn't imagine that he was going to get waived. As a guy that averaged 25 points in this league and has shown that he can just score with the best of them, to not be able to just keep this guy, even if it's on the smallest of deals, like that had to mean a lot about Cam Thomas. The team was just saying, we just rather waive you at this point.
25. He averaged 25 in a season.
Yeah,
I think it was on the smallest. That was he only played like 24 games last year, but he averaged like
he averaged 24 in those 24 games. Gotcha. But even before that, 66 games, 22 and a half. So
yeah, that's
bucket.
interesting situation here because Cam Thomas is a good scoring basketball player. He's done at every single place that he has played basketball at, lower level, higher level, college, NBA. He can score the basketball. I do think, even outside of sports, we all have a time in our lives where we have to self-reflect and we have to look internally into ourselves and what we do and figure out what we want. So Cam Thomas is in a unique situation where he has not gotten the money or the respect that he has wanted from one particular organization, but it's carry over because, like Mike said, that's not what they wanted to do. Yeah. They would have loved to traded you for anything. Give us a second round pick from 2044.
Like
you give us a 20 years from now second round pick or something.
Nothing.
We couldn't get nothing. We couldn't get cash considerations. We couldn't get a damn printer. Nothing.
Hey, it's happened before, right?
We couldn't get nothing. And then they said, all right, let's just waive you, which is crazy to me, which is crazy. So now he's in a situation where he's going to be able to get feedback from all 29 other teams when he's talking. And the next spot, he has to reinvent himself in somehow, some way. Maybe not has to be as a player, but for them to waive you mean that there was something in the locker room that you was doing. There was a certain emotion that they feel like you wasn't bringing to the table. Because one thing NBA teams ain't doing, especially teams that don't have talent, is letting go talent. Guys that show that they can score 22, 25 points in the game. So there's more to the story. So Cam Thomas, do not get entitled to anything, brother. And I'm saying this as somebody that's a supporter, because I don't come up here and hope for anybody to fail. But it is now time to look in the mirror, Cam Thomas. It is now time to ask yourself, how bad do you want this shit? It's time to evolve. You are still young enough and great enough to do so. Nobody that can come into that league and score 25 points in any sample size can't figure this out. You are more than capable and more than able of figuring this shit out. You have a fresh slate. You and your team get to pick wherever you want to go. And it said that it was rumored to have some suitors, and some of those suitors are playoff teams. There's no better stage than going to a playoff team and showing that you can buy in, do little things, because I'm not expecting you to ever stop anybody, but I am expecting you to be able to communicate and hold your ground and not be a cone. And then make the extra pass, make the proper reads. And then I'm telling you, everybody know what you can do, Cam.
Yeah, that's the
you
easy
gonna get
part.
off the
That's the easy part for you is putting the ball in the cup. It's just how much can we trust you to stay on the court during these big moments? And again, looking at teams, what he brings to teams, there's already teams that have a kind of a better version of that you don't have to worry about all the other stuff. So the pool is already limited. Wherever you go for this next one, this is a real audition on how your future is going to go.
Boston has 3 roster spots. Cleveland has, these are openings. Cleveland has 1. Denver has 1. The Warriors have 2. The Rockets have 1. Indiana has 1. The Clippers have 2. But I feel like that's a spot. Lakers have 1.
Please don't do that, Cam.
Miami 1. Milwaukee 1. Minnesota 2. New York 1. Oh, there you go. Orlando 1. Philly has 3. There we go. But they have 10 days.
Go to a
Phoenix,
team.
Sacramento, Utah, and Washington. Those are the teams with the openings.
Take that team. We're gonna cut the fat off. The fat is Utah. You ain't going to the playoffs. That's the fat. We trimming the fat off. Now we're going to take the playoff teams, and we're going to go to the playoff teams. We're going to say who needs scoring punch, who needs what I do best. All right. So now I'm saying, okay, I'm taking Denver off. Boom. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. I ain't doing over there.
They good.
Who got a hard ass coach that's just like a hard ass.
He can't go play for Ime.
Huh?
He can't play for
Yeah,
Ime.
I'm probably not playing for Ime because he's just boom. Okay.
You mentioned the Lakers. You already got 3 people that kind of dominate the ball. They gonna need you to defend. I just don't think that's gonna happen with him.
I'm going my ass to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Miami already got 2. Yeah,
I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to play with James Harden. I'm going to play with a Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going to play with the Cavaliers. They have some interest in me. I'm going there.
That's the big thing. If they have interest.
They were one of the teams that was listed in the report. I saw.
Then it's done deal. Then it should be at least.
I think Cleveland would be a good fit.
The
already got
the funny thing is the Rockets was on the list of teams too.
Oh.
Oh, so maybe Ime.
I mean, they do need some level
They do.
of scoring.
They
But
do.
I understand your point because even if he does go though, Ime is going to coach you hard.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he needs.
And you got reached. Well, yeah. Not to say avoid hard coaching, but you also want to go to this stage. When you go to that playoff stage and show yourself, you just get, it just becomes who you are. Jordan Clarkson went and played in the playoffs, and then Quinn Snyder said, "Hey, come on our team and just do whatever the fuck you want. Just do whatever you want." And Cam Thomas, if you go somewhere, that would be dope to be able to just do you, because that's what you want to do. You know.
But maybe that's something. I don't know. Let's do winners and losers of the trade deadline. Can I throw out my first winner?
Who is it?
The OKC Thunder. Not just because they got Jeremy McCain. We don't know if Jeremy McCain's good. Real stop. We got 20 games of him being great, and now we got whatever after this injury where he's not so good. So it's a flyer for a pick that we don't care about. But the reason that they're a winner is that nobody else that was in contention made any big swings or anything. Yeah. The teams that you were trying to go against, Denver didn't do anything but get rid of Hunter Tyson to make Spencer's contract real. Like we mentioned, the Spurs did nothing. The Rockets did nothing. Who else is in contention right now with them? Like the Detroit Pistons brought in Kevin Huerter, who played 7 minutes and shot 0 for 2. The Knicks just brought in Jose Alvarado. So, like, you were already the favorite, and nobody else did anything to make you feel scared. And I think that's a win.
For me, I think they're a winner just from getting Jared McCain. I like Jared McCain, and I think he could be a better version of the situation that we saw with Isaiah Joe. Like, I think Jared McCain has a lot more to him than what Isaiah Joe can do.
On-ball
on-ball creation and everything, getting to the rim. And I think that he was just in a situation where he just kind of they drafted the number 3 pick in VJ Edgecombe, and it kind of was like he just lost his spot. And so,
I mean, it's more than that too, though.
I know. Career-wise, he really wasn't.
He was coming off injuries.
He's coming off an injury.
Big ass brace.
This is a perfect situation for OKC, honestly, and they can kind of walk away as like real winners. Especially, I think if they tie up Jerry McCain or like get him on a smaller deal early before he kind of pops. And then all of a sudden he's on a 3 or 4 year deal, and you got a dude making not as much money, but he's giving you all
similar to what
production.
they did to AJ Mitchell.
I think that's the route they're going to try to go.
It's different because AJ Mitchell was a second round pick.
So
he was a first, so he's guaranteed for these next couple of years. He doesn't become extension eligible.
So I think you could kind of use what's kind of been going on eventually as leverage, especially if he doesn't pick it up, in these upcoming, few months. But you might be able to really snag you a piece for the low that eventually turns into something really big for your future.
It's a good ball player, man. At least we hope so. He showed us that he was.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.